help me understand this. When you first see the video of Aaron Donald, what do you think?
Actually, Dan, it just brings back memories for me. My second year in the NFL, I don't know if I ever told you this before, but I got in a fight with Lavar Arrington, and I thought I was getting the better of the fight. I was hitting him in the helmet really hard, and I thought I kind of had him in a headlock. Next thing I know, Lavar got my helmet off, and he swung it at me as hard as he could, and I didn't have a helmet on, and that could have been real, real bad. Thankfully, he missed. But what's crazy, Dan, just to let people know the culture a little bit, the guys came over to break up the fight. So they're all like pinning our arms down. You know, my arms are pinned. Lavar's arms are pinned. Somehow he gets his right arm out and gives me a right hook to the side of my head. Blood just comes streaming out. I'm out for one play. My offensive line coach is mad at me because I lost the fight. I go back into practice. The whole rest of practice, I just have red blood coming down from my ear. I go in after practice. I'm 23 years old, Dan, and they put 3 stitches in the top of my ear because he split the top of my ear. Put 3 stitches in. They x-rayed my hand. My hand was so bruised from punching his helmet, they thought I might have broke my hand. And I'll never forget, I called my wife, Dan, who was my girlfriend at the time, on the way home from practice. And I said, how was your day? And she's like, oh, you wouldn't believe it. At lunch, Stacy said, blah, 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 whatever she said. Right. And she said, well, how was your day? I said, well, kind of a tough day. I almost died. I got stitches in my ear and I almost broke my hand. But tell me more about what Stacy said at lunch.
What led to the altercation with Lavar Arrington?
Great question. He didn't like the fact that they were putting him at defensive end a lot. And I had played poorly on a Monday night against the Eagles. And I knew I was on the hot seat. I knew I was on the bubble. I knew I could get cut at any moment. So I was practicing really hard. And, you know, the starters don't like when the scout team guys or the backups are going really hard. They don't like that. And I don't blame them. I didn't like it when I was a starter. But I have a lot of friends from high school and college. I didn't need Lavar Arrington as a friend. I needed to try to keep that job. So he kept saying to me, Tuck, I'm telling you, Tuck. And I was like, dude, do what you got to do. So literally before the play, Dan, he's on the end of the line of scrimmage. I knew we were going to get in a fight because I knew I had to block him. I knew he was going to be mad. And I grabbed him and he just started swinging. And I think often when the Aaron Donald thing happens, I think often like, what would have happened if he connected with that helmet? I mean, it would have changed both of our lives forever. Those things, especially at that point, were like 10 to 12 pound weapons. And with a guy that strong swinging it as violently as he did, it's one thing if you hit a guy in a helmet. It's even another thing if you swing a helmet at someone that has a helmet on. But if you swing a helmet at someone that doesn't have a helmet on, that's a very, very, very scary scenario.
Why don't you go hit somebody? Why don't you go hit Lavar Arrington?
I would love to. That's the beauty of football is if you're frustrated or upset, you just take it out on somebody.
If you saw Lavar Arrington, would you say anything?
Oh, I've
about
seen him
the
since
moment.
then.
But okay.
Oh yeah, no, I've told this story before, like on my show and stuff. He knows I talk about it, and he's always like, "Talk," because it's not a good look for him. But it's okay. We're actually friends. It's fine.
Right.
Honestly, now it's just a good story.